Hey guys, in today's video, we're checking out some awesome wireless studio headphones that are meant to be used wirelessly while you are in the studio. We're checking out these guys right here. This is the TMA-2 Studio Wireless Plus by III Audio. And the thing about these is that these are not Bluetooth headphones. You cannot record live audio or listen to live audio with Bluetooth. Bluetooth has too much latency. These are wireless studio headphones that are meant to be used in the studio so that you can hear your music in real time. Low latency, true wireless headphones. That's amazing because now I no longer have to get tangled up in cables while I'm recording in a studio or tracking or recording voiceover stuff or anything like that. It's awesome, and they've been working really well. I've actually replaced my studio headphones that I've been using for 15 years, and I'm starting to use these now instead. These are very customizable. You can customize the different pieces on the website, which is cool for ordering exactly how you want it, but it's also really cool because if something gets damaged, say this earpiece, gets damaged or something like that, you don't have to replace the entire headphones. You can just replace that piece. I've been using these over the last month, and I can't tell you how awesome it is not to be tethered to a cable while I'm doing anything in my studio. It might seem like such a small detail, but it just helps my workflow a lot to not have to get tangled up in cables. If you've seen my channel before, I'm obsessed with using wireless live. I use wireless all the time, but now I can use wireless in the studio as well. The convenience of being wireless is just too good to pass up. Many thanks to III Audio for sending this over. They are spelled A-I-A-I-A-I, just FYI. FYI, lots of eyes. While they did send this over to check out, it is not a paid video, and all the opinions in this video are my own. But like I said, these are my new studio headphones. I love them, and I want to see if it's something that you can be interested in. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more music, tech, gear reviews, and tutorials like this in the future. And let's go ahead and check this thing out. So because this thing is so customizable, you can see they ship everything individually, which is really cool. So if one thing breaks, you don't have to replace the entire thing. You can just order a replacement of just what you need. So you do get a cable in case if you do want to use this wired, or if you forgot to charge a battery or something like that. You do get these earpieces, which are extremely comfortable, by the way. Here are the headphones themselves with the speakers in them. This is the wireless transmitter. I'll show you how that works here in a second. This is the headband, and it does come with a USB-C charger for charging the headphones. And last but not least, you get a pouch to carry it all in. So the ear pads attach very easily to the speakers. You can see there's the 4 holes and these 4 spots sticking out on the foam pieces. It just connects in, very simple, and it's very snug. Might be a small detail, but man, I love this because I can't tell you the number of times that on my other headphones, you have to try to circle it around and it's just such a pain. I love how simple this is. And then for attaching to the headband, so you can see it is labeled left and right. You can see the left one is black and the right one is red, but you do get an indicator up here on the headband itself in case you forget. It's quite easy to attach. So just plug it in and then slide the headphones on over the band like this. And it is movable and adjustable, but it still stays in place very well, which is cool. Also on the headphones themselves, it is labeled which one is left and which one is right. You can see that in here. So just make sure you get that correct. Nice and easy to set up. And again, if anything breaks or isn't to your liking, you can always order a different one because they have multiple different options. Really cool. So for charging the headphones, I'm really curious what made them go with this, but there's a port right here underneath on the left side. I don't even know if my camera's going to pick that up, but look, it goes in right here, and it does include this right angle cable to attach it, but now it's attached, and that's how you charge it. Kind of an interesting spot, but it's not the end of the world. I do wish it was a little bit easier to get to the charging port personally. So this is the wireless transmitter. This is what's going to transmit the signal. So you're going to plug in here on the 3.5 millimeter input, and then this one right here is going to plug out of your audio interface or wherever you would normally plug your headphones in. So I'm going to plug that into my Apollo Twin, and then you hold the button right here in order to turn it on. It does take a second in order to turn on, and you do get a battery indicator up here on the front. And again, charging with the USB-C port right here. On the headphones, you can see that you have these 3 buttons right here. The middle one will be the power button. So hold that button, you can turn it on. Notice that the light is white. That means that it is in wireless low latency mode, and it is blinking, and it will stop blinking when it has paired successfully with the transmitter. The other 2 buttons are used to turn the volume up and turn the volume down. Now, there is a switch here under the right side. There's a switch right here, and if you flip it, now it goes into Bluetooth mode. And when you switch it to Bluetooth mode, you'll see that the light is now blue. And you can see that it's blinking because it's waiting to connect to a Bluetooth device. So I could connect this to my iPhone or something like that, or any other standard Bluetooth system. So one of the things that I love about this system is how you can customize this in many different ways. So go to the III website, just go to products, build your own. And here's where it gives you the different options of what you want. So they have different types of speakers. So you can see that this one's got a more punchy bass and stuff like that. This one's got a more balanced sound and so on and so forth. So you can switch it. It's got a pretty cool animation when you switch through it. Well-designed website on their end. For the headband, you can get, just regular ones. You don't have to get wireless, but if you do want wireless, you want to make sure you select the H10 because this is the wireless one. You can change the type of over-the-ear foam. So you can see these are more the ones that are on the ear, whereas these are the ones that go over the ear, which I definitely like. You do get an option for the different cables with different color. If you do want to use these wired, because you have that as an option to use it wired, where you can just say no cable, and you do get a hard case with it. And you can configure it yourself and then add it to your cart. I like that they have that as an option for customizability. And also, you can also just go and get parts. So you can select parts and then order whatever you need to reorder. So say your over-the-ear headphones break or get dirty or whatever, you can just go in here and reorder those. That's also what's really nice about how customizable this is. Okay, so as far as price, so it does depend on the customization, of course, but the standard one that this one comes with, which is probably what I would go with, honestly, just by myself anyways, is listed at $350. You can find purchase links down below or by clicking the QR codes on the screen now. As far as the important specs, the frequency response is listed from 10 hertz up to 40 kilohertz, which is pretty excessive. Most things are 20 hertz up to 20 kilohertz. That's mostly what we can hear as humans anyways, but quite a big frequency response, which is great. The battery life is 16 hours, and that's with the low latency mode wireless. Using it with Bluetooth, if you do set it to Bluetooth mode, you get 80 hours of battery life, which is awesome. The wireless range is about 40 feet, so that's good. You shouldn't have to go too far in your studio anyways, but 40 feet is good. And the latency of these, which is something I want to address, is it's listed at 16 milliseconds. I know people are going to say, oh, 16 milliseconds, that sounds like a lot. You cannot hear latency with these. You just can't. I mean, I've recorded piano and drums and stuff like that, or hand drums. There's no noticeable latency when using these. And I do want to just specifically address the Bluetooth versus wireless. I need to do a video on this specifically because I do see people mixing this up quite a bit. Bluetooth cannot be used for live audio. And if you want to find out why, download, a free piano or drum app on your phone and then connect to Bluetooth headphones and try to play the piano or the drums. You'll see how much the latency is, meaning that you hear the sound after you've pushed the button. So when you play it just on your phone, you push the button and it comes out the speakers. But when you're on Bluetooth, there's a delay, and it's a very strong delay, so you actually can't use it for live audio. That's what's so cool about these is it's actually true wireless. It is not Bluetooth, and I want to make sure that people know that. So as far as the tone, they sound great. They're nice and full, and they're extremely comfortable to wear. I don't get any ear fatigue while putting these on, and I've worn them for multiple hours. Tone is such a weird thing, and I need to do a video on this specifically, but our ears play so many tricks on us. But the thing is when I first got these, I was like, they sound a little bit dark. And I do think that they do focus on kind of the low end. There's definitely a strong low end punch with these. But the thing is, and this is one of the things about tone, is that these are the headphones that I've literally had for over 15 years. These are the ones I was talking about. I hate having to replace these things right here because you have to curl them over the edge. These are so much nicer to put on the foam pieces. But the thing is that I've been using these for 15 years. Maybe these just don't have as much low end, or we're lacking in low end. So when I put these on, these are more accurate. But in my head, I'm like, oh, there's a lot more low end in this. They also have two different styles of the earpieces. These ones don't cover my ears as well as these do. So when it covers my ears more, it's going to give me more low end. On my channel, I've said this multiple times, I don't spend a whole lot of time comparing tones. I don't really compare tones at all. To me, does it sound good? If so, I'm going to use it. These, to me, sound great. They do seem to have a focus on the low end, at least to my ears. They're very comfortable, and the convenience of being wireless is just too good to pass up. There's so many pros about this thing. I've gone over that in this video so far. Are there any improvements or possible cons in this? One, I do think that it's really weird where they put that charging port. I wish that they would move it and just put a charging port just here on the side, or just easy access to it. It's not the end of the world. I remember to charge it anyways. Just something I think could be improved in a future model. The transmitter is quite big. I mean, it just kind of looks like just, a portable power bank. It's really not that big of a deal. To me, anyways. Some people might find it a problem, but I think it's totally fine. I just wanted to mention it. There are people who do complain about the hiss about it. Well, what they recommend doing is turning the volume down on your headphones and then turning the volume up on your audio interface or whatever is sending the signal. I did notice the hiss when I first got it, but using this is a way to fix it. Turn down the volume of the headphones and turn up the volume on what is sending you the signal, and you'll be fine. So that's not even a con, it's just something you want to be aware of. I think the main thing for me is that my main problem with it is that I don't believe there's a way to change the channel on these, since it is a wireless signal, which means that if it's in your studio and you have a problem with this frequency, you don't really have a way to change it. I believe this is on 2.4 gigahertz. I'm not 100% positive on that. I have a whole video dedicated to 2.4 gigahertz, but the thing is like, if you don't have a way to change the channel, if that channel is taken, you might have some problems with it. The thing is that I have a lot of problems with 2.4 in my studio. Anytime I try out 2.4 stuff, a lot of it usually gives me problems, but this has worked flawlessly for me. And I have problems in the studio with 2.4 all the time. So other than that, it's fantastic. And like I said, I've replaced my headphones that I've been using for the last 15 years. And these are now my new ones, and I love them. So many thanks to III Audio for sending this over. And if you decide that this is something that is right for you in your setup, there are purchase links down below in the description. Using those links is a free way to support the channel at no extra cost to you, and I would appreciate it. And again, I have links to Amazon, Sweetwater, and Thomann down below. So that's basically it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. It's a free way to support the channel and feed the YouTube algorithm, and I would appreciate it. 2 other videos of mine I definitely recommend you checking out is that one, I just released a comprehensive guide to which wireless system is right for you for live, wireless microphones, wireless in-ear monitors, and wireless for guitar and bass and stuff like that. It's a really in-depth guide going from cheap to high-end and professional level wireless. Check that out if you're interested in wireless for live use. And also I have a video on 5 common mistakes when using wireless music gear. You can check out both of those videos by clicking the links on your screen now. Thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, many thanks to III Audio for sending this over. If you have any other cool gear recommendations for me, please leave them as a comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at ScottYuleMusic. Thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.